Welcome back to the channel where we track the fastest moving trends in the world of electric mobility. As we move through the first quarter of 2026, the competition in the e-bike industry has reached a fever pitch, with manufacturers pushing the limits of technology and price. However, every so often a deal comes along that makes the entire industry stop and take notice. Today, we are breaking down what might just be the absolute best value proposition we have seen all year. If you have been searching for power, versatility, and sheer speed without emptying your savings account, you need to hear about the Tonnerrey T8. In a market where high-performance dual-motor bikes often command prices well north of $2,000, Tonnerrey has decided to flip the script entirely by offering their flagship T8 for a staggering $700. This is not just a minor discount, it is a full-scale assault on the budget e-bike segment that promises to bring all-wheel drive performance to the masses. The first thing that grabs your attention with the Tonnerrey T8 is the mechanical muscle hiding in the wheels. While most budget-friendly bikes rely on a single 250 or 500-watt rear hub motor, Tonnerrey has gone all out by equipping the T8 with dual motors. You're looking at a 750-watt motor in the rear and an additional 750-watt motor in the front. This configuration creates a true all-wheel drive experience that changes everything about how you interact with the road. When you twist the throttle, the combined 1,500 watts of peak power provide a level of torque that most single-motor bikes simply cannot match. This makes the T8 an absolute hill-climbing beast. If you live in an area with steep inclines that usually leave you breathless or force you to downshift and pedal until your legs burn, the T8 is designed to conquer those challenges with ease. The dual-motor setup ensures that the load is distributed, providing better traction on loose gravel, sand, or even light snow, making it a legitimate year-round commuter. Speed is another area where the T8 punches way above its weight class. Out of the box, this bike is capable of reaching speeds of up to 28 to 30 miles per hour, placing it firmly in the Class 3 category of electric bicycles. This is the kind of performance that allows you to keep pace with city traffic rather than being stuck on the far edge of the shoulder.
It transforms the e-bike from a casual weekend toy into a serious transportation tool that can actually replace a car for many short to medium distance trips. To support this level of speed and power, Tonnerrey has integrated a 48-volt, 15-amp-hour battery. While it is not the largest battery on the market, it provides a respectable range of up to 40 miles on a single charge when using pedal assist. For those who prefer to let the motors do all the work, you can still expect roughly 25 miles of pure throttle range, which is more than enough for most daily commutes or grocery runs. Beyond the raw performance numbers, the T8 is built on a frame that prioritizes accessibility and comfort. It features a step-through design, which has become increasingly popular in 2026 because it makes the bike incredibly easy to mount and dismount, regardless of your height or what you are wearing. This is especially useful for older riders or those who use their bikes for delivery work and find themselves hopping on and off frequently. The bike sits on 20-inch by 4-inch fat tires, which serve a dual purpose. First, they provide a massive contact patch for safety and stability. Second, the high volume of air inside these tires acts as a natural suspension system, soaking up the chatter from cracked pavement and cobblestones. When you combine those tires with the front suspension fork, the T8 delivers a ride quality that feels much more expensive than its $700 price tag suggests. Practicality is another pillar of the Tonnerrey T8 design. One of the most impressive features at this price point is the fact that the bike is foldable. Despite its heavy-duty dual-motor construction and fat tires, you can collapse the frame and the handlebars, making it small enough to fit into the trunk of a standard sedan or a small apartment closet. This level of portability is a game-changer for urban dwellers who might not have a secure garage, or for those who want to take their bikes on road trips without needing a bulky exterior rack. The bike also comes fully equipped with a rear rack capable of carrying significant cargo, integrated front and rear lights for nighttime safety, and fenders to keep you dry when the weather takes a turn for the worse. Of course, the elephant in the room is the price. How is it possible to offer a dual-motor, all-wheel drive e-bike with a 30-mile-per-hour top speed for just $700? This is where the 2026 market dynamics come into play.
Tonnerrey has leveraged direct-to-consumer shipping and streamlined manufacturing to cut out the middlemen that usually drive up the costs in traditional retail. While some might worry that a lower price means lower quality, the T8 uses reliable components like a Shimano 7-speed transmission and a clear, easy-to-read LCD display that gives you real-time data on your speed, battery level, and motor output. The braking system is also up to the task, utilizing mechanical disc brakes that provide the stopping power necessary for a bike that can hit 30 miles per hour. While some enthusiasts might have preferred hydraulic brakes, at the $700 mark, mechanical discs are a standard and reliable compromise that keeps maintenance simple for the average user. In terms of the riding experience, the T8 offers multiple modes of operation to suit your mood or the terrain. You can ride it as a traditional bike, using only the 7-speed Shimano gear set, or you can choose between 5 levels of pedal assist. For the times when you just want to cruise, the half-twist throttle is always ready to deliver instant power. The sensation of both motors pulling at once is unique. It feels more stable and planted than a rear-drive bike, especially when accelerating from a dead stop. There is no lag or struggling. The T8 simply moves with an authority that inspires confidence. It is a machine that feels like it was built for the rugged reality of 2026 urban infrastructure, where potholes and debris are common obstacles. As we look at the landscape of 2026, it is clear that the Tonnerrey T8 is setting a new benchmark for what consumers should expect from a budget e-bike. It challenges the notion that you have to choose between a low price and high performance. For the price of a mid-range smartphone, you are getting a vehicle that can carry you to work, help you get fit, and provide a weekend of adventure on forest trails. It is a versatile, powerful, and surprisingly well-rounded machine that proves the electric revolution is finally becoming affordable for everyone. Whether you are a student looking for cheap transport, a commuter trying to beat the traffic, or just someone who wants to feel the rush of dual-motor torque, the Tonnerrey T8 is currently the deal to beat. It is rare to see a product disrupt a category so effectively, but by combining a $700 price point with a 1,500-watt dual-motor system, Tonnerrey has done exactly that.
If you have been waiting for the right moment to jump into the e-bike world, this might just be the sign you were looking for.